Yes, what's on your mind?
Alright, I think I finally know what to do on Manaan. It's kind of monotonous. Yeah. I totally got lost here.
Hey, Karth. Can I talk to you for a second?
Are you ready to have a civil chat? Or
It's
is
even
this
sort
gonna
of
be another
difficult to
childish
piece
tantrum?
back together
Tantrum?
everything that you
I'm
did.
trying to apologize, you nerf herder.
And I had over
I mean,
an
I'm
hour of
sorry.
footage
I didn't
of
mean to
this
get mad at
level
you.
of
It's just that
finishing it,
I'm
and I
sick of
try to
everyone
cut out
treating
and
me like
speed
I'm a
up as
helpless
much as I
kid.
can.
Yeah, I know. And I'm sorry about what I said.
And
too.
it's
I'm
just
just
like,
a
wow, did I
little
really
uneducated.
go
Not
through this
surprising
much of a
considering all we've been
process
through,
of
but
stitching all of this back
shouldn't take it
together?
out on you.
It's about time you two made up.
Mission, you have to know that we don't think you're helpless. I mean, look where we are. Look at what we're doing. You're not just along for the ride. We need you.
You really mean it, don't you? Nobody's ever said anything like that to me before. Not even Big Z. He might think it, but he's not really one for words, you know. Thanks, Karth.
Well, it's no big deal. I mean, I know how it is. Sometimes you just need to hear a few words of encouragement. Kids are like that.
Kids are like that. Listen, you... Oh, I get it. Okay, you got me. You're pretty funny, Karth. For an old guy. Come on, geezer. Let's get back to what we were doing.
Yeah, this has been a real weird playthrough because it's taking so long. I went back to the Republic Enclave, and whatever I was supposed to do inside the Sith base, I did it. And I went back to the Republic Enclave. I was like, yeah, I did the thing. I was just wandering around in there, lost, not sure what I was doing. I was like, oh yeah, you have to go back to the Republic.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid in the Sith base?
Yes,
Excellent.
here it
It
is.
does not appear to have been tampered with, so the Sith did not manage to copy its contents yet. And now for your information. We are not supposed to speak of this, but since you are a Jedi and we have exhausted all the other options, I think I can entrust you with this. As you know, the Republic is fighting for its very existence against the evil of the Sith Empire. As you also undoubtedly know, we're doing very poorly. We need much in the way of supplies and material to stem the tide of battle and bring us victory. Manaan is the sole source of KOTOR, the most powerful medical substance in the galaxy. Frankly, we need as much of it as we can get. The Selkath conservatives, with their neutrality treaties, seek to treat the Sith and the Republic equally. This includes Kolto exports, but a few more far-sighted Selkath see that if the Sith are ever allowed to win, the galaxy will be plunged into darkness, and there would be nothing to stop them from taking Manaan anyway. So we made a deal.
What sort of deal?
We recently began construction of a secret underground facility to harvest Kolto directly at its source. We also hope to one day be able to synthesize it effectively. Current techniques are insufficient for the task, so we must mine it for now. The amount we take would hardly be noticed, since most is lost naturally before it reaches the surface anyway. We were nearing completion of the base when the digging teams reported some sort of obstruction. An ancient building or artifact, possibly your star map. Transmissions from the base were cut off abruptly after that, and we haven't heard from the station since.
Why have you not investigated? What does this have to do with me?
Please, just let me explain. As you may have noticed, we're hiring a lot of mercenaries around here. Ostensibly, they're to be shipped off-world to aid in our fight against the Sith, but they're really for another purpose. When we lost contact with the station in the Rackard Rift, we sent our contingent of Republic soldiers down to investigate. None returned. We've tried hiring mercenaries and sending them down as well, but none of those expeditions have returned either. The reason we really sent that droid underwater, and the reason we needed its data back so badly, was to find out what happened to the Rackard Rift station. But now that we have the data back, our operation is in no danger of exposure to the Sith. And now I must live up to my end of the bargain.
How will I get down
I took the
there?
liberty of having a submarine prepared for your departure. Merely use this card to get past the door behind our Kolto packing room and enter the sub therein. It has been programmed to take you down to the station, and also to take you back up should you need something. I would send soldiers to assist you, but we've lost many of ours, and nearly exhausted the mercenary population of this planet. The soldiers we have are barely enough to keep this base secure. The Sith have also noted our interest, and and begun to bribe mercenaries away from us. Please, find out what happened to the facility. There may be some survivors left down there. Perhaps even the head scientist, Kono Nolan. Good luck in your efforts.
And they give you a submarine to take. That was just in the back room. Just like James Bond. You just go into the closet or garage behind the guy, and there's a submarine there. That I wasn't expecting that. Submersible. That's what they call it. It's a submersible. Let's take the submersible. And I got the sequel. Ha ha. Yeah, it's funny going through all this again. Oh yeah, my life is so good, I have this game.
How did you get in? Did they send another submersible? Quick, we have to get out of here. We have to get away.
Why? What happened? I'm a Max. Calm yourself down.
No! No, we have no time. We have to leave now. I managed to close the door after they killed everyone else, but I don't know how long it will hold.
I am not going anywhere.
We have to. We have to leave. The Cellcath, they went crazy. They started killing anything that moved. Someone must have triggered the defense systems too, because all the droids activated as well. I was one of the mercs the Republic sent down here to find out what happened. We came down and secured the first couple of rooms. There were bodies everywhere. And the Cellcath came out, screaming and croaking their fishy little war cries.
The Cellcath? The Cellcath?
They swarmed out and over us. There was no way we could stop them. So we ran. But hardly any of us made it. I locked the door behind us, but the others had already left in the submersible.
Submersible.
The sharks, the Feroxa out there.
Oh wait, is he speaking an
Worse.
alien language? I
had an
could be
explosion
reading
shortly.
all of his
The
lines
submersible left.
for you.
They didn't make it. Just food for the sharks and the Cellcath. Like us.
That's why I need to get a headset on. So I can hear what they're saying.
No! I locked
About
the
it
door so
being
the
picked up
Cellcath
by
won't
the
get in. If you
microphone.
open it, we're all done for.
I have no choice.
If you go in there, you're dead. You're all dead. If you want to die, then go. You won't hear me mourning for you. I'll stay here and be safe until some sort of real rescue comes.
Here we go. Hey, I'll only level up if I need to. Doesn't look like I'm gonna be getting through this one. But I'll walk if I can't get through. Okay, whatever. Plasma grenade, I'm gonna need that.
All these blues I can know I was really hoping why don't you and I get together like we can't change the weather tonight.
Finding my way through a bunch of droids. Underwater base. I mean, it is kind of cool being underwater. Not a bad setting. I can't believe so much time has passed last time I recorded this. 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Wait, how could it have been 2 weeks? That almost doesn't make sense. Oh no, the days aren't adding up right in my head. Yeah, and then there was this heavy sentry droid. Just fighting it for a good 10 minutes without doing any damage. Sped it up.
It's time to flip while we're ahead. Don't think like that. I will love you endlessly. If you don't believe, don't you feel like that? I will love you forever. If you don't believe in me, you could be with anyone. I could be with anyone.
Maybe I'll put melee weapons on all the characters. Now let's surround this thing. There's 7 damage. Alright, let's see some damage. What can he just... Oh, just the... I don't think you know how to fight with that. Yeah, I used to use a double-bladed lightsaber too. Just like his double-bladed sword. Right. Yeah, those were the times, buddy. Only 500 XP for that? Should have been like 1,000 at least. Oh gosh, I almost feel like those saves used to mean something. This feels so accomplishing.
No problem. Got it.
Oh wow, when I used to play this as a
Is
kid,
somebody out there? Fishy,
I was
fishy,
like
fishy.
inside
Come
the
me
game,
too.
making this
You
my
can't get me, little
reality
fishy.
and
Come here.
everything.
I'm safe behind my walls.
I'm Max, and I've been sent by the Republic to investigate what's happened here.
Investigate? You're just like the others. Fodder for the Selkath. Walking fish snacks. Trump, trump, trump. If you can run, you might be fast food.
When the Selkath went insane and started killing everybody, I locked myself in here. I'm safe in here. Nothing can hurt me in here. No fishy food for me.
What made the Selkath insane?
No.
You want to come out.
No, that's what the others said.
No, it looks like
Mercenaries like you.
Jedi mind tricks don't work on
Selkath
him.
ate them. Lunchy
Maybe
munchy.
it's 'cause he's
Only the
inside
ones
a
left in the
locker
south
that
part of the
protects his
base might
mind
still be
from
alive,
my
the way the
telepathy.
KOTOR is. Few fishies there, but many, many, many fishies in between the water.
What made the Selkath insane?
Don't know. Go ask them. When the demon screamed, it shook every mind in the station. We fell to the ground but survived. Fishy fishies, though, they just got hungry. No. Only the ones left in the sun.
If you don't come out, I'll just leave you
Go look
in
for
there.
fishy people. They'll chomp and bite and chomp and bite. Food for fishy. That's you.
I got enough of every melody. They all sound the same. Yeah. For my broken heart, no remedy. But maybe if you stay, I can get away with it. 'Cause you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition. No apologies, my baby. I gotta do 'cause I'm feeling so good.
scuba suit is also like a space suit. They basically use the same skin
Would you
for
be
the
there, ready to
scuba suit
rescue
as
me
for
if I
space.
go out of track?
And he also kind of looks like the bad guy in Street Shark.
Could you make me love my imperfections, answer all my questions, just to show me what's on the other side of inhibition? No apologies, my baby. What do you do? 'Cause I'm feeling so tired. Cause you make me love my imperfections. Yeah. What's on the other side of inhibition? Ooh, I do you do 'cause I'm feeling so cool.
Hey, another scuba diver.
Who's there? You're not Cellcast, I can see that much. Are you another rescue crew?
I am Max. The Republic sent us down to investigate.
I'm a merc the Republic hired a couple days ago to investigate. But all we found was a bunch of insane Cellcath killing everything that moves. All my companions are dead. The Cellcath swarmed over us. There were dozens of them. And they looked wrong somehow. Like something had changed inside them. Insane or something. Oh, I'd have gone back to the surface long ago if this complex hadn't been overrun by all those crazy Cellcaths. There's no way for me to get to the submarine docking bay.
What are you doing in the underwater section of the facility?
I discovered a way to get to the bay and seal off the rest of the base. I just have to find the KOTOR harvester they built on the edge of the Harakert Rift. It's got an emergency override to open the doors to the submarine docking bay. And I could get in from the outside. I figured my only chance was to slap on an environment suit, head out onto the ocean floor, and check that harvester out for myself. Besides, it's gotta be safer out on the ocean floor than back in there with all those crazed Cellcath mutants running around looking for dinner.
Okay, I'll come with
I'm
you.
not spending another minute in this facility. Not with those psychotic fish people all over the place. I'm heading out to the ocean floor right now. It leads to another complex of buildings. Going through them is the only way to reach the KOTOR harvester. We should probably stick together, but I won't wait around in here with the Cellcath. You can catch up with me if you want. Down the hall and through the doors on the right. I'll be waiting on the ocean floor where it's safe.
I think this was the wrong door. Well, you can kill more fish people, and look, your party is back. Party? These are just my friends. Friends, I barely know these people.
How'd you like that?
Insane Cellcath, eh? Just about to say don't step on the mine.
Only come back.
Here we go. I think it shouldn't be much longer than that. Yeah, I remember what it was like. And by doing this, I have become immortal.
No, you can't come in here. You'll let the Firaxa and the Selkath in. No, stay out! Stay out! I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
Oh no, suffocating. Try putting my breath mask on, but it doesn't work.
Depressurization. "54 seconds to complete depressurization."
What? No. The Firaxa, the Selkath. I can't let you in. They'll get us.
I'm a friend. You want to let me in. You want to stop the depressurization sequence.
Yes, you're a friend. You'll protect us. You won't let the Firaxa eat us. You'll keep the Selkath away. I'll unlock the door, but you have to come in quickly. I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door. Please forgive me. I'm just so scared.
We're both just scared.
When the Selkath went crazy, I thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad. We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Frax and Sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Selkath researchers started screaming and clawing at everything around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my eyes. Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left. We heard the Selkath outside the doors every once in a while, and strange noises echoing through the base.
We thought everyone was dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm Kono Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Harakard Rift project.
You have a lot to answer for. Have you seen a star map? What was the Republic doing here? Have you seen a star
With a
map?
vent. Then there was this rumbling, and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Firaxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Selkath started screaming too. And they turned on us.
Turned on you.
It was like they couldn't control themselves. Like the sound that the monster was making in our heads drove them insane.
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakard Rift near the KOTOR vent. That might explain a few things, too.
Like what?
Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the KOTOR. Would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. With KOTOR as a food source.
And all those other Phyraxan sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother.
So what can I do about
The
it?
Phyraxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do.
What are you talking about?
The repellent we made was supposed to drive Phyraxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the KOTOR.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do.
How would I poison the shark? What else could I do?
You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Phyraxan drove all the Selkath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main KOTOR harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Phyraxan shark.
Okay, I'll vent the toxin into the rift to kill the giant shark.
Wait, don't! We don't know what effect the toxin will have on the ocean
now
environment
you
around the
say
rift.
something.
It could poison the water against all life. It could poison the KOTOR itself, even. There is another way. Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair inside the rift.
How would I do that?
You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million sangin, a liquid at about 4 million sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work.
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water.
I will try to poison the shark. I will try to destroy the harvesting machine. I will
You
do
know
what
it's
I
the right
want.
thing to do. It can't go wrong. Just put the canister into the machine and have it vent into the rift. The Phyraxan shark should die in no time.
No, you shouldn't do that. It could poison everything. Just reprogram the harvesting machine's computer to overpressure the fuel tanks. Once it's destroyed, the shark should just leave.
You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
play more Star Wars. Star Wars, I love Star Wars. I guess I'll mess around with the fuel tank pressure, but then I'm gonna get lazy and just poison the thing. Yeah, it's also so long into level 2. And you know, I used to be able to do all this so much as a kid that I would play through perfectly good and perfectly evil, figuring everything out exactly. You know, right? Like right now, it's just like, well, I can't figure the thing out, so I'm just gonna do the evil option. And I'm probably not playing it again. Now, this is all helping me move on from my childhood a little. It's like, oh, this is what childhood was. Well, this is one of those things that it was. This is the thing. Oh my god. Look at how slow I'm walking. Speed it up. Speed it up. Now, wait. This is heading towards the star map, right? Yeah, there it is. Level complete. What a long road it's been. I liked the background music in the city part. Had some decent vibes. And the submersible goes back to the Republic Enclave. Or embassy. I think it's an embassy.
You've returned. I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened down there at the facility?
The Cellcath went insane.
Insane? What did they do? And why?
They killed almost everyone on the station.
Killed everyone? And the mercenaries we sent later? It's horrible. What caused them to all go insane at once like that?
Your construction woke something up.
Something was down there? Living in the rift by the Kolto?
A gigantic Phyrexian shark that drove all the Selkath insane.
It's horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors?
A few scientists have survived. The KOTOR seems to have been contaminated.
Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it damaged?
The KOTOR seems to have been contaminated.
Contaminated? That's much worse than I would ever have thought possible. It might have been better to lose the entire facility rather than damage the KOTOR supply. This must remain entirely secret. We cannot allow anyone to find out that we damaged the KOTOR production, or we would be banned permanently from the planet. We can only hope that the damage that was caused will go away in time. But you have done your job and helped us in our time of need, and for that I thank you. Oh, and did you end up finding your star map?
Yes, I did.
As you can see, by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future.
Level up.